Hi there, it's March 25th, and I'm over here enjoying a beautiful spring day. Snow is beginning to melt, and the birds are crying, and this deck should be having its furniture put out because the temperature is really gorgeous. But to react and share what went on in my meditation just now. After I did my unique personalized yoga and Tao Chi practices, energy practices, and insight meditation, I got a sense of passion and conviction that I need to take strong action, channel my anger that's been under the skin for quite a while now, since this whole episode with John has begun in early February, and I've been a wreck of tears and frustration and looking for optimism, looking for the bright path forward, looking for it's okay to sell the house and it's good to change. It's good to find a different place for us and for supporting our kids. And after all of that, I am here today about a week into our efforts to consider an alternative of reverse mortgage to stay in the house. And what I've been also doing is closing down Thrive Towns Inc. and getting EIC's books in order so that it can become a successful nonprofit. And I've also been journaling and writing, redoing the book outline and purpose that I started last June and unfortunately got sidetracked into the whole resolution and state level of change initiative that I was thinking was going to work much better, and now that hasn't. So I'm sitting in a place of wallowing a little bit about how unproductive I've been and unsuccessful, unhelpful to the family situation and finances, and also unhelpful to my son, and going through what we're talking about at deep levels now is what he felt growing up and why he closed down and why he became anxious and why he wasn't opening up to us and sharing what was going on with him, that we were not trusted or we were not people he felt were his supporters in the way that he need to be supported. And, at first it makes me think, oh my God, I am a horrible person. I was pushy. I was asking him questions that he didn't want to answer. And was he hiding things from us? Yes. He was sneaking around doing porn and video gaming at odd hours of the night instead of doing his work. Was he sneaking alcohol in middle and high school? Yes. Was he abusing substances in college that we didn't know? Yes. So all of this is like secrets that he kept from us, and we had no chance to actually help him because he put up his boundary. And so I'm at a place of getting angry, and it also was triggered by, I'm saying angry because the sense of well, that's just the way things are. That's just how kids are. That's just how boys handle their moms. Or that's what society is doing. It's not your fault, and there's nothing you could have done differently. And then I hear, when I'm talking to people like Jay and Greg and Mike and others, and reading, well, the society is falling apart. Our administration is breaking down, our institutions, and we'll just come back stronger next election cycle. And I watch a podcast with the debate between free economy and innovation, entrepreneurship is the way, and no taxes. And then the other guy is saying, oh, no, that won't work. We absolutely are losing our middle class, and we're going to go all into poverty if we don't quickly figure out the government system that is going to be able to uplift the young people and the middle class again. And I'm in this place of like, yeah, neither one of those is the solution. It's actually the in-between, which is we need the communities to rally strongly locally, not federally, because truthfully, federal cannot solve the myriad of different conditions that are in every city, every town, every municipality. But the federal should be the source of the knowledge about how to fix the problems at the local level. And by that, I feel strongly and more than ever that we need something like Thrive Towns, which are community-based organizations, not private nor public, but hybrid. And there is community housing available for young people who don't want to live with their parents or shouldn't live with their parents, but want to build themselves and their society and their relationships and their adulting agency in an environment that's safe and affordable while they're building their skill sets. And in the arts and sciences, whatever contribution they're bringing to the table to make for a better society is valued and sustainable living. So that's simply the Thrive Towns and Selfpreneur vision. And as I was listening to the, reading this book about the future human with Lee Harris and Regina, what's her name, interviewing him and the Z's, I got the aha. I'm like, absolutely, we are redoing all of our institutions away from the hierarchical, and those institutions are going to fight like hell, including education, finance, government, what other institutions, even the welfare institution has to fall apart, yes, but meanwhile, we're rebuilding the new at the same time. We don't wait until everyone is suffering and in poverty and can't find food to eat and is fighting each other for scraps. We have to start creating the new. And so as I'm thinking about my book focus and the TED Talks that I'm going to give, it's going to be about wake-up call. You can't just let things die, and you can't expect that the Democrats and the Republicans are going to get their act together and somehow fix it, because they're part of the problem. The dualistic, war-based, competitive framework of our government is exactly what has been leading to the downfall of our ecosystems that benefit everybody. So I feel more empowered and active to propose the solution the way I'm proposing. And yes, I am going to draw upon the insights that I am picking up from those people who are channeling higher wisdom and knowledge. Because the truth is, we don't have it here in our human brain, and we don't have it in our history of this country, or this world that we know of. Now, if we go back far enough and we discover the ancient Egyptian and Lemurian and Atlantis cultures, we will find nuggets of how we can do this with technology for the good, instead of technology for empowering the wealthy to gain more wealth and assets, instead of working from the heart-centered, community-centered, empower everyone to their highest self and contribution and thriving. So I'm feeling all the more empowered, motivated, and now call upon my highest self and guides to articulate this in the most effective, compelling, and yes, money earning way. So I can be a contributor to this world, to this family, and to be able to keep this incredible house, my heart and soul into building with Mike, and want it to go for the good of humanity, for the good of people who can come here. And I want to next weekend host a yoga with my girlfriends here on the deck and share what I have to give. I have much to give, and I'm excited to be in a place where I'm able to. Blessings, prayers.